Ndewono. You're welcome to my channel. Today we're learning a folktale about the tortoise, why the tortoise has a rough shell. Remember that folktales are not real, but they are a part of the Igbo culture. And the tortoise is usually our chief character in folktales. His name is Mbe. Before we start, like, share, subscribe, and do all those interesting things that we like for you to do. So let's go to the story. Why the tortoise has a rough shell. Otu ụbọchị, akpọrọ ụmụ nnụnụ. You can read with me, please. Read with me or wait for me to interpret in English. So I'm going to read in Igbo and also going to read in English to help carry everyone along. Okay? Otu ụbọchị, a kpọrọ ụmụ nnụnụ ka ha gaa n'eluigwe nwee oriri. Mgbe mbe nụrụ maka ya, ọ chọrọ ịga, mana o nwere otu nsogbu. O nweghị ike ife efe. One day, the birds were invited to heaven for a big feast. The tortoise heard about it, but he had a problem. He couldn't fly. Mbe rịọrọ otu nnụnụ ka o nyere ya aka. Nnụnụ ahụ kwetara, mana mbe enweghị nku o ji efe. The tortoise begged one bird to help him. The bird agreed, but tortoise needed feathers to fly because he didn't have any feathers. Mbe gakwuru nnụnụ dị iche iche na-ebite nku n'aka ha. Ha niile kwetara inye ya nku. The tortoise went from bird to bird, borrowing feathers from each one. They all agreed to give him feathers. So everyone wanted to help the tortoise so that he could also be a part of the feast, right? That's so kind of the birds. And I hope you all can be as kind as the birds too. Ha dokwasịrị nku ahụ n'ahụ mbe. Ugbu a, mbe nwere ike ife efe. They fixed the feathers on the tortoise. At last, he could fly. I guess he would have been so excited, right? That now he can fly to the feast. Ha gbakọrọ aka, fegoro n'eluigwe, ịga oriri n'eluigwe. Together, they flew up into the sky to attend the feast in heaven. Wow! That must be very, very exciting, right? Ndị eluigwe nabatara ha ma gwa onye ọbụla ka ha kwuo aha ha n'otu n'otu. O juru ha anya ịnụ mbe ka ọ na-ekwu na aha ya bụ onye ọbụla. The heavenly host welcomed them and asked everyone to introduce themselves. They were all surprised, especially the birds. They were so surprised to hear the tortoise say his name was everyone because they knew his name wasn't everyone. So why was he lying? Ndị eluigwe ahụ wetara nri dị ụtọ nke mbụ. Mbe jụrụ ha, onye nwe nri a? Ha zara ya, ọ bụ nke onye ọbụla. Mbe malitere iri nri. Ọ sịrị ebe ọ bụ na aha m bụ onye ọbụla, nri ndị a bụ nke m. The host brought out the first delicious meal. Tortoise asked those people, he asked them, who owns the food? And the host replied, it's for everyone. Tortoise began eating. He said, since my name is everyone, the food is mine. Do you know that he finished up all this food you can see on your screen?
Ndewo. So your child can speak English, maybe even French and Spanish, but they don't know how to speak Igbo. Our children are forgetting their roots. They don't greet in Igbo, they can't sing Igbo songs. They are barely aware of their cultural heritage. This gap is what we're going to bridge this summer. We're bringing Igbo language to your children. They are going to learn through lessons, songs, games, and everyday conversations. So from the comfort of your house, your child will learn in an interesting way and they will speak Igbo confidently. Several children living in different countries have joined us and they loved it. They also saw transformation. This could also be your child. What you need to do is to send a message to the number on your screen or click the link attached to this video to enroll your child now. The spots are filling up fast. Act immediately and see you in class.
ndị eluigwe wetara nri ndị ọzọ dị iche iche. Oge ọbụla mbe jụrụ otu ajụjụ ahụ wee rikpọọ nri niile ahụ sọsọ ya. The host brought more food. So each time they were bringing the food, the tortoise was asking them the same question. And he ate all the different foods alone. Please note that you can, get access to this particular story. I'm going to put the link in the description so that if you want to get access to the story and read it again, maybe print it out, read it on your own, right? I'm going to put a link in the description. You're going to find it in our seller store so that you can get your copy. Okay? It will help you practice your Igbo skills. So imagine this tortoise eating up everything and the birds were looking at him, surprised. Mgbe oriri ahụ gwụchara, agụụ gụwara nnụnụ ndị ahụ. Ezigbo iwe na-ewekwa ha. Ha nara mbe nkụ ha niile wee fepụ, hapụ mbe sọsọ ya n'eluigwe. When the feast ended, the birds were angry and very, or rather, the birds were hungry and very angry. They took back all their feathers and flew away, leaving tortoise stranded in heaven. I think he serves him right because he was very greedy. Mbe rịọrọ otu nnụnụ ka o nyere ya aka. Ọ gwara nnụnụ ahụ ka ọ gwa nwunye ya ka ọ kwadebe ihe niile dị jụụ dị n'ụlọ ka o nwee ike ịdaba n'enweghị nsogbu. So the tortoise saw the birds leaving. Maybe he approached the last bird and he begged that one to help him. He asked the bird to tell his wife to prepare all the soft things in his house and maybe put it outside, lay it on the ground so that he could fall and land safely into all those soft things. I imagine he told the bird to bring out some pillows, soft pillows, a mattress, maybe some sofa, and just soft things around so that he could land safely. That bird agreed to help the tortoise, but he didn't really agree from his heart. He agreed just because he wanted to pay the tortoise back in his own coin. Nnụnụ ahụ fepụrụ wee ghara nwunye ya ụgha. Ọ gwara ya ka o wepụta ihe niile siri ike dị n'ụlọ, ma mma o, okwute o, na ihe siri ike dị iche iche. The bird flew down and lied to Tortoise's wife. He told her to bring out all the hard things in the house: knives, cutlass, stones, and everything else, all the hard things, in their house. Have you liked this video? Have you shared? Have you subscribed? If you haven't liked, shared, or subscribed, this is the time to do it. Please like, share, and subscribe, okay? Mbe si na mbara igwe na-ahụ ka ọ na-ewepụta ọtụtụ ihe, ya ka nwunye ya na-ewepụta ọtụtụ ihe. O chere na ha dị jụụ. Ọ maliri ịda ma bido dawa. So from the sky, the tortoise looked and saw his wife bringing out many things. Because the distance was quite much, he couldn't exactly tell the exact thing she was bringing out. But he saw her bringing out things. And then he thought they were soft. So he jumped off and came tumbling down. Ọ dara n'ike, boom! Okpokoro ya gbarichaa. Dọkịta meziri ya, ma ọ dịghị ka ọ dị mbụ. Ọ bụ ya mere okpokoro mbe ji dị ike ma gbawa ruo taa. So the tortoise landed hard. Crash! His tail broke into pieces. A doctor patched it up, but it never looked the same again. And that is why the tortoise has a rough shell that is cracked till today. What did you learn? This is a story that teaches us so many lessons. I would say this story teaches us to be very, very kind to people, and it also teaches us to repay people's kindness with kindness. It is very okay to be good to people and not mean to them. The story teaches us not to be greedy or selfish. Don't try to get everything only for yourself when you know that you could actually have it with other people or that it belongs to you and other people. The story teaches us on the importance of kindness, sharing, and oneness. Do you have other lessons that you learned? Write it in the comment section. And don't forget that you need to continue speaking Igbo. You can watch this video again and practice reading, or you can pick up the material from the seller store and practice reading. It's going to boost your Igbo skills, okay? That will be all for today's video. Till I come your way next time, na asụkwa Igbo maka na gịnị? Igbo amaka. Ka ọ dị.